afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world today. It is 5 o'clock Pacific time, and welcome, everyone. So glad to have so many on this call tonight. We're in our third week of giving you step-by-step instructions, and I think every week we've given you something that you can actually work with that week to actually make some money. And so we're going to continue that tonight. And John's on. Good.
Right.
Okay, good to see you. So
Seeing you.
I'm going to talk. Your volume may need to come up a little bit, but I may be. Well, actually, I may have my sound down, so maybe I can't hear you. Let me crank my volume up. Okay, so I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you all right. So I'm going to just talk a little bit. I'm just going to talk a little bit. And I'm going to turn some time over to John, and he's going to kind of walk you through the steps of what you need to do to start making some money tonight. And, we've kind of gone through this a little bit. We talked about it the first week. We showed you a little bit on the second week. So we're going to actually walk you through a scenario tonight. But so we have certain steps that I want you to go through. And the first one was, trying to find a niche, find something that appeals to you. You don't want to be in a business. It's just like a job. You don't want to be in a business that you don't like. Find something you have an interest in. And that way it won't seem so much like work when you're working on it. It'll be kind of like fun. It'll be kind of, wow, this is kind of cool, and this is kind of cool, and then find out, well, if there's a market for it. And we looked into ClickBank, and we looked into so if there's something in ClickBank that's selling pretty good in a niche that you're interested in, obviously that's a pretty good niche to be in. You don't want to be the pioneer. You don't want to be the guy with all the arrows in you. This is the key. When you're first starting out, find somebody that's doing it and then just model it. Now, don't copy, okay? Okay? I don't want you ever saying that I said to copy anything. You will model what they're doing and model where they get their traffic. Okay, model it. Don't steal anything. Okay, maybe a little, but you just do what's already been successful, and you will be successful at it. Okay, so now tonight, I want to try to make you. I want to help you understand the importance of having a skill set. Okay, so many people in this business, and this is how come you can succeed. Okay, this is why you can succeed if you will actually follow through and do something. You're ahead of 99% of the people out there. And I can tell you, whether somebody pays me $1,000 or $5,000 to show them exactly what they have to do, step by step. I mean, one-on-one. I mean, it's not free like this is, and I'm giving you as pretty much what I would give somebody if they were paying me a lot of money. Okay, so it's just not one-on-one. And that's where you get a lot more help. The only people who have actually succeeded, or for the most part, is the people you actually set it all up for and then show them how to run it. But most people, even when you show them what they need to do, even when they paid you a lot of money, they still won't do it. So if you will carry through, if you will follow through with something, if you will learn a skill set, you will be ahead of 99.9% of the people out there. That means that you have an excellent chance of making money if you will just do what we tell you to do. And I think that's really what you want to do. But on the other hand, there's no easy button. There's easier buttons, and I'm going to show you those. But as far as, you push a button, I haven't found the button on my computer yet where money just starts, coming out of the screen. I haven't found it yet, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist because I've been looking for a long time. And I was fooled like a lot of people, many years ago, thinking that, oh yeah, all you got to do is do this and money will just start, they're throwing money at you. No, that's marketing tactics that are not really good marketing tactics. I mean, they work because obviously a lot of us got into this because somebody said, hey, all you got to do is this, and people would just throw thousands of dollars at you. So, and they probably sold us something at some point, and it was not a good way because in the long term, you're going to lose respect for those kind of people. Because if they tell you that this is all you got to do, and then you find out that didn't work, and a lot of us, and I was like this too. They kept going around looking for the easy button. And somebody else said, oh, no, that doesn't work. But my easy button will work. And you'll think, oh, yeah, this looks really good. I'll push this button. No money came out of my computer. And then so
online but failed.
Sorry.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
Yeah. That was me.
Okay, I'm thinking. People are talking back to us? Oh, this could be dangerous. We don't want them talking back to us yet. We're not ready for that. So, so anyway, so we go around and we keep looking for another easy button and another easy button. And if you really want to be successful, you've got to do like you do in any other business. Have you ever walked into an office and just said, hey, I could do that. Give me a job. Not very many, I mean, anything that requires some training or anything. I haven't met any other engineers that just walked off the street, never took any engineering classes, never went to school or anything, and came in and became an engineer. It didn't work. It doesn't work that way. You don't go into any type of skilled type of job and just walk in and make money. It doesn't work that way. It's you've got to prepare yourself. You've got to get training. And then you've got to actually follow through with that. Now, in my own case, I was, considered pretty smart. Okay, I skipped my senior year of high school because I didn't need to go. The colleges were saying, "Oh, come here, we want you, and it's like, I'm not even graduated from high school. They said, we don't care, we want you. So so I'm thinking, oh yeah, why should I go through another year of high school when I don't need to and I can start going to college and get college credit? Well, I did, and then I changed my mind. And my daughter, if she's watching, she gained this from me too. She went to college, and she was whatever it is not the valedictorian, the next one under. And so in her school, a very large school, so I mean, smart girl. So I said, okay, because she struggled through early in school. It wasn't like it came naturally to her. She had a real problem grasping certain concepts, and then they came up with a laptop program, and she was a whiz on computers. And if she could do whatever it is they needed her to do and do it on a computer, oh yeah, She went from being a C student in grade school and starting in middle school to acing every class when they started the laptop program. So, but then I said, okay, I had told her early on, I said, hey, you got to get your grades up, and if you can, I said, if you can graduate in high school with a straight A average, she graduated with a 4.3, okay, then I'll pay to send you to any school you want to. And that almost bit me. She's like, yeah, I want to go to MIT or Harvard. And it's like, oh. Okay, yeah, why not? But she did go to a variety of schools, and it took her 4 years to get an associate's degree. So, because she had daditis. So I started at 17 going to college. I graduated when I was 35 years old with a bachelor's degree and in computer science / engineering / general studies. I had like, I don't know, 4,000 hours, because I had just kept going to school, and everybody said, what, you're just going to be a perpetual student? And I said, yeah, I guess. And finally, I think they just felt sorry for me and gave me a degree. And then my boss said, well, don't stop there. Go out and get that master's degree. Well, at least by then, I had some maturity and I had some focus. And I said, okay, engineering, electrical engineering with a slice of digital and computer science, because I like that too. So it only took me 4 years to get a master's degree in electrical engineering. So it took a long time, but it was ingrained in me because my folks didn't finish high school. They had no money. As I've told you before, we lived in houses that had dirt floors. We didn't even have a floor in our house, okay, in a couple of the houses we lived in. And my folks said, you don't want to live like this, right? And I said, no, I don't want to live like this. And so I had always read, success type books and magazines and things like that. So I knew that it was possible to go from nothing to being very successful. And so I've done a lot of sales work. I've done a lot of marketing, over the years. And I worked at W. Clement Stone and that guy on TV, Anyway, and so I've got, I've worked with a lot of great people, great trainers, and so I have a lot of knowledge I can impart to you if you're at all interested. But so what I'm telling you is that you have to work into this. This has to be not something that, well, I'm going to try it. I'll work a couple of nights on it. If it don't make any money, I'm just going to quit. It's like, really? What job could you go into that you could just say, well, I want to try it. Hey, I want to go to work for you, but I'm just going to try it for a couple of days. If I don't like it, I'm just going to quit. They're going to say, well, don't even bother coming around. What makes you think that this industry is any different than any other industry? If you're going to do network marketing, if you're going to go out and sell Amway, then go out and sell Amway. Because people have been successful, so therefore you can be successful. If that's what you want to do, go out and sell Amway. If you want to go to ClickBank and sell affiliate products, go out and sell affiliate products. If you want to go into Empower Network, if you want to go to iPass, you want to do any of these things, don't just say, I want to try it, because you've already signed yourself up for failure at that point. And so you've got to learn you've got to have something that you can really stick with, and then you've got to learn something about how to do it. Whether that's copywriting, whether it's making videos, whether it's SEO, search engine optimization. There's so many things, but whatever you do, focus on one thing and be really good at it, and then start teaching other people. Because if you study 3 different books or manuals on one subject, you already know more than 90% of the people out there. That means you therefore can start teaching them, and they will come to you. And once they come to you as to learn, they're going to want to join with you and say, hey, you're really good. I mean, you really helped me. You've really done this and you've done that. I want to join you. What business are you in? And Todd Falcone is really good at this. He is crazy about telephone sales and marketing on the telephone. A lot of people, Dagan Smith's like, I don't want the telephone. I am the king of never calling anybody. Well, even he admits, he'll call people, but only after they've joined. But not Todd. He calls people out of the blue and just, hey, And so he has this training and he teaches people how to do it. It's really good. I mean, he's really good. Todd Falcone is really, really, really good at what he does. But he doesn't tell you what his business is. He's in a business. He's in a network marketing business. He may be in 2 or 3, but I know of one for sure because I followed him. I joined. So same thing. If you can get a skill set and you can teach people, then they will want to join with you. And instead of going out and beating the bushes and like, how, join my thing, or buy my stuff. You say, how can I help you? And then they'll want to just join with you. So that's the key. But you've got to learn something. You've got to get a skill set. I would recommend, either one of those things, video, search engine optimization, video marketing, it's basically video SEO, copywriting. If you can be a good copywriter, you can write your own ticket. And copywriting is, how do you write an ad? How do you write an ad that sells? That's a skill that you can go to any Fortune 500 company and say, I can write you an ad that will sell your product. And they'll say, here's lots of money. You don't have to go to work for them. They'll just, you can go to work for them and just say, here, I'll write you some ads, and they'll make you a lot of money. And that's a great skill to learn. But you got to learn a skill. Okay, don't just think that you can just push a button on a computer, money's going to start coming out. You've got to have you've got to really believe that you're in business. It's like I said, a friend of mine, he went home and told his wife, said, we just invested $50,000 in this business. We got to make it work. And for the longest time, she actually thought they had invested $50,000. It was just a network marketing company. They invested $500 in, but because they had the mindset that this was a real business, we put $50,000 into it, that they couldn't let it fail. And if you have the no-fail mentality, and then you learn a skill set, one of those skills, copywriting, writing ads, writing sales letters, writing emails. If you can do any of those, you can hire yourself out part-time, or you can create a course and you can teach people how to do it. There's so many ways you can make extra money on top of the money you're making. So when they say multiple streams of income, don't join every network marketing company. That isn't what it means. Join one thing, and then as you're learning how to market that, or how to write ads, or write sales letters or something, or make videos, or market videos, or market that product on the search engines, then you can, then as a second thing, then you can teach people how to do that, or you can write a book, or you can make an audio course, or you can make a video course of that, and that's a multiple stream of income. Don't join half a dozen different network marketing companies and think, oh, okay, this is multiple streams of income. No, that's multiple streams of failure. You will not succeed in that. And so I want to get off my my high horse here a little bit. I want to turn some time over to John and let him introduce himself a little bit, and then he's going to take you by the hand and show you how to make some money tonight. All you got to do is follow what he tells you to do. Okay, it's all yours.
Thanks, Roy. It's good to see you guys. Yeah, so I agree wholeheartedly with everything that Roy's been talking about. And for those of you who don't know, my name's John Smiley. I've been online for a very long time. I've done a number of different things. One of the, just like everybody that tries to make money online, I got intrigued by it. I read an ad, clicked on an ad, clicked on a banner, or read an advertisement about making money online. And I tried a bunch of different things. One of my earliest successes online was a traffic site called Fat Cat Traffic, which isn't up at the moment. It's no longer. It's kind of been lying dormant. But then I had my Fat Cat Traffic Part 2, I guess, was a website called ProFatCat.com, and it's what's known as a traffic exchange. And for lack of a better way to put it, it's if I look at yours, if you look at mine, I'll look at yours. So basically, if you look at my website, I'll look at your website. And it was set up as a concept 10 years ago by some brilliant internet marketers came up with the idea, and basically it was a free way to get traffic to your website. And so which Roy's been talking about this a lot, about copying or modeling your business after another business. Well, that was probably the first time that I had the idea of modeling something that was successful that other people were doing and doing my own version of it. And so I created this, I got a hold of a script, and then I had some graphics made, and basically I launched a website, and it's called ProFatCat.com, and it is a traffic exchange, and there's about over the years, it's probably 9 years old now. Over the years, it's had about 4,000 people have registered over the years. It's not an active. There's not 4,000 members active on it on a daily basis. It's probably, anywhere from 20 to 30 people a day logging on. But it was the first time that I realized that, hey, if I take action and model something that's been successful, I can succeed. And I'm going to see if I can share just the screenshot real quick as far as, I'm not sure exactly if I can do this or not. Just a second. So, can you guys see the ProFatCat website? Is that showing up in the?
I see it.
Okay, so as you can see, it feasts on fat cat traffic like the fat cats do, and it just explains it. And this was my first success as a to copy and model what someone else has been doing. Lately, what I really like to do is I've gotten into private label rights materials, and there's many places that you can get private label rights materials, and Roy, I feel bad. I don't know that I have anything exactly that they're going to be able to. I don't have like a go here, go here, go here. But I can tell you that if you go to this website, resellrightsweekly.com, and I'm going to pull that up too for you guys. So let's see, I'm going to share my screen again. See if I can do this. I'm a little discombobulated this week. I did something that I haven't done in a long time. I actually went on a real job interview today. So I'm feeling a little disoriented. So this is the website called Resell Rights Weekly, and what Resell Rights Weekly does is they go out and they acquire the rights to different products, and some of the products in this site are things that you have private label rights to, and some of them you just have master resale rights to. But if you go to this website, and you can get started for $1, they have a trial for $1, and it's a 7-day trial for $1, and you can, as much as you can download in 7 days, you can go for it. But they just have a ton of things, and I'm going to show you a couple of things as we go. But for instance, now this is personal use rights. So there's a lot of stuff in here that's personal use rights. But these are things that you can use. That Roy was talking about education. You can use these things. Like I'm in the offline market. Here's things that I would be interested in. It's offline lead videos. And as you can see, I'm going to show you. Here's the kind of the sales page that it comes with. A lot of these products come with their own sales page already built for you, and you can use that. And I'm looking for one thing that's got so here's something that's a blog post optimizer. Now, blogging is one of the top things that people do. People are always looking for things to blog about. They want to know about blogging. They hear you can make a lot of money blogging. And this blog post optimizer comes with master resale rights. It was just added, so it's relatively new. And it comes with the sales page. The most important thing that I noticed is right here, it talks about giveaway rights. That means that you can use this to build a list by creating a little squeeze page to give away this ebook, and you don't have to charge for it. And that's one of the best ways to make money, is to build lists by having something of value to give away. And this is called Blog Post Optimizer, and it comes with a sales page, and you can read through it. Guarantee. They're saying $7.95 one-off, but it said you could give it away, so you could just do a line through that and say give it away. Now, what I would do is, if I were to get this, is I would download this, and then I would work on changing the graphics so that it doesn't look like everyone else's. I may rename it, or I may keep it the same name. Actually, with this, it doesn't say it's PLR, so I would keep the name the same, but I would change the graphics so that when someone's looking at it, and I would rewrite some of the copy. But Roy was talking about learning how to copyright, and one of the best ways to become a good copywriter is to take sales copy that you like or that you find yourself responding to. If you're ever on a website and you're reading the sales copy and you find yourself sucked into the sales copy and you're scrolling down and reading and you're seeing these sub-headlines and these check marks, and you're just like, and the next thing you know, you're all the way at the bottom and you spent 20 or 30 minutes reading it, you know that you're on a well-written sales page, that the copywriting was well done. So the purpose of this line right here now you can blog like the experts, is to get you to read this line right here. Do you want to learn the secrets the blogger gurus don't tell you about? Which is designed to get you to read these next lines. The first 2 or 3 lines aren't designed to sell you on anything more than to continue to invest your time into reading. And so what you might do is if you were going to take that, so what all of the top copywriters will tell you, the best way to become a great copywriter is to print out these pages, like to print this out if you felt like this was a well-written, and copy what they wrote by hand. And then copy it again. And they say to get 20 to 30 sales pages that you like, and to print them out and then handwrite, copying them down word for word, exactly the way that they're written. And by doing that, you're imprinting your brain to think like a copywriter. To think, you start your creative NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. You're programming your brain to write in that way, because the writing we did in school is different than copywriting. Copy is short, pithy. You don't have to follow the rules of grammar so much. You want your short hooks, feature benefit, sell the sizzle, not the steak. And you want to, and so that's so. If you want to make money today, what I would recommend is going to this website, Resell Whites Weekly, and finding a product like this. I'm going to download this and show you exactly what you get in this type of a product. So it shouldn't take very long, I hope. But here's social media marketing. I mean, that's hot right now. Giveaway rights again, but this doesn't have a sales page. The cash code. I'm seeing if I can find a PLR product. So master resale rights, personal use. So a lot of personal use rights right now. There's usually a lot more PLR. Private label marketing mini site template. So this is a template for a mini site. So if you didn't know how to create a website, or like I said, create your own, this is a template you can use for yourself. You can sell it. Software, WordPress, Sell More. This is a plugin, and software is really hot right now. You can take this and so, all right. So I've downloaded the. But I want to stress that the number one thing is you got to educate yourself. So this is great. This comes, but you got to take action. It's one thing to download these things and get your. I'm sure many of you guys have products on your hard drives that you've downloaded and you just they collect digital dust. But so this is the blog post optimizer, driving more traffic to your blog posts today. And so this is a squeeze page that you can download, and you can use it. You can start giving away the report. And you can promote this, on traffic exchanges. You can promote it on Facebook. You can buy the traffic. You can post a link up in your signature for people when you post on forums. Get my free report on blog post optimizing. It's just so that's that's a good thing right there. Here's the mini site. Here's the ebook. So here's the book that you're going to get, and you can give this away. Again, this is a PDF, and it's only 7 pages long. So it's not like, it's like, and that's plenty. Now what you could do is you could read this yourself, maybe find another book, a report on blog post optimizing or blogging, and write your own, and give that away. Um, so let's see, I've got a couple more examples to show you. So this is sorry, I need to figure out what I'm doing. Hi, Roy.
You're fine.
All right. So this is my website, AskJohnSmiley.com, and basically it's a blog that I have up, and as you can see, I try to put up new content every day, and this is content that some of it I've written, but a lot of it is private label rights. And you can see that on this I'm promoting Internet Marketing Biz in a Box, LinkedIn Quick Start Guide, and up here I've got these LinkedIn, social media, internet marketing, easy cash, and these is basically private label rights materials that I have and that I'm selling. Like, here's the secrets to building a massive responsive social media following as little as 7 days. And so, and then it's just, it just talks about the content, some promotional, my buy button, and it's only $7. And so, but this is so simple. I use WordPress, and I am going to show you guys while we're here that if there's a trick that you can use with WordPress where even if you don't know how to code HTML, if you recall in our blogging, our little blog optimizing, I'm going to show you how simple it is to take their format. I'm not going to customize it. I'm just going to show you. But I log into WordPress, and I go to Pages, and I go to Add New, and it's going to ask me. So I'm going to create a page. I'm going to call this Blog Optimizing. And so I'm going to publish it. I'm not putting anything down here. I'm just calling this Blog Optimizing. And what this does is this is going to create a page. The way I have this is going to create a page that's blank, basically. But you can see that the URL is blog-optimizing right there. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to log into my, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm logging into my site manager, Ask John Smiley, and I'm going to create in the public HTML a new directory. And I'm going to rename it. I'm going to use that name, Blog Optimizing. And so then I'm going to go and find the file that I just downloaded. Hopefully it won't be too difficult to find. Downloads. And there's my blog. Now, what I would have done is I would have gone into the, I would have changed all this, but what I'm going to do, this is just to create the squeeze page, and what I'm going to do is I'm uploading that into the Blog Optimizing. And hopefully you're seeing it uploading. I'm not sure if that's Now, if I view page, let's see if it's done. Yeah. So now if I view the page, hopefully this will work. So as simple as that, I've got it from within WordPress. I have got an HTML page. I've got a lead capture page. Now, what we would have needed to do would have been to open up. I use Notepad, and added the autoresponder code. But so let's say, so I'm going to open that up just so that you can see exactly. I use Notepad++. You can use whatever, but you would have free download. Would you like to have that optimizing? And then here's where you would enter your Aweber code. And if you want to redirect it to the built-in Aweber, or you could have it go to your own, but name, email, and put your, add your name or website name, and then when you finish it, save it, and then you upload it, and you'll just have this nice little squeeze page. Like I said, you'd want to change the graphic. You don't have to change the graphics for something like this, but it's not a bad idea. It just helps people get over a bloat, especially if it's something super popular. And then I'm going to see if I can, there was another one that I found in there called retargeting conversions, and that's something that's really big right now, retargeting conversions. And again, it's within Resale Rights Weekly, there's this retargeting PLR, and that's something that would be good to advertise on Facebook. But you really, you have to start building a list. There's just nothing. You're not going to make any money until you have a list to sell to. I mean, you can sell blind traffic, and you might sell a one-off by just sending traffic, but all the traffic, any traffic you send, the first thing you should be trying to do is figuring out a way for you to get their email address, because that is the fortune, as they say, is in the follow-up. But here's the retargeting conversions blueprint. Learn how to convert window shoppers into buyers, and you can see it's like private label.
No, we're not seeing anything.
Oh, you're not seeing anything. All right, sorry. Yikes. I think I'm starting to understand how some of the screen sharing works.
We see you. We see you now.
Yeah. See?
Okay, there we go.
All right, so retargeting conversions blueprint. It's got I don't like this background. This is, to me, this is kind of old school. I would probably change that. The graphics aren't too bad, but you could come up with using some graphic software, a new header for this. Again, you want to read through. I was a brand new 9-part video course. I would probably have a video here to show, exactly, talking about retargeting. I may even take this and use this and do a video right now where it's saying one of the biggest problems any online business owner will face is making the first sale with a new prospective customer. And go through, and here's a typical graphic. You can find templates that have these, or you can go to Fiverr, and whatever you decide to read, you can rename this. This is PLR. So blueprint is an interesting word, but you may call it, retargeting conversion secrets. And you could show somebody whispering into somebody else's ear the secrets, and I think that would be a good idea. Or retargeting conversion solutions. I like the word solutions a lot. People are looking for solutions, but and the check marks are good. Again, it's like this would be something that would be perfect for a membership site, which is another way whole nother way, but you've got 9 videos, so you can set it up so that it's a membership site and people join the membership site and they can see the videos from within the membership site. And here they're saying, only $27, $67, now it's $27. Again, your name. So that's just another example of something that you could do. It's like you could do this within tonight in 24 hours, and that I think is the main thing. Is like it's fine and good to read. I love to read how to do things. I love to watch videos on how to do things, but I don't make any money until I take action. And really, I should spend 10% of my time learning and 80% of my time implementing and taking action, and then 10% of my time maybe recharging, getting the dust blown off, so that that I'm not just it's like, but really it's like we have to take action. We have to take action, and I know that I have been guilty of taking action. What do you mean guilty of taking action? Well, I've been guilty of taking action and getting 80% completed, and then this little self-doubt creeps in, and am I back? Can you see me?
Yes.
Can you see
You're back.
So, and a little self-doubt starts creeping in, and go, oh, well, maybe they're not going to buy this conversion blueprint from me. Oh, it's overexposed. If I've seen it, everybody else has seen it too. I can't tell you how often I talk to people out there in the world, and I'll start talking about AdWords. Who in the world hasn't heard of AdWords? AdWords. A lot of people still haven't heard of AdWords. They have no idea that Google is making money off of paid advertisement, so so then it's like, oh, well, nobody's going to buy my thing on. I've got this PLR product on how to lose weight. Nobody's going to buy weight. What do you mean? That's an evergreen product. People are constantly looking for ways to lose weight. And if they're not looking to lose weight, then there are people that are looking to gain weight. If they're, it's like there's always something. Yeah. And so it's like I've got to get. So then I have to get past my self-doubt, and then I've got to. Oh, I can't make video. I've got a funny voice. I'm from the South, and people make fun of the way that I talk, and I talk slow. Well, those are excuses that I'm making to not take action and to finish because I'm afraid that it's not going to work. Well, maybe I'm afraid it's not going to work, but I guarantee it's not going to work if I don't finish and follow through and continue to take action. So then I've got to. So maybe that's the other 10% of my time is like reaffirming to myself that to squashing those negative people and talking to Roy, or finding your mastermind partner or your accountability partner or somebody that when you feel like it's there's not I can't do this. You need somebody to my dad used to say that he was going to kick me in the ass if I didn't get off my pity potty and so it's like sometimes you need somebody to. So sometimes it needs to be tough love and saying, gosh darn it, move it. And sometimes it's got to be positive. It doesn't, anyway, either way, it's, you just got to make sure that you're doing, because, your state of mind determines your action. I know that when I feel depressed, I will take a depressed, poor me, feel sorry for myself type of action. And I have learned that if I feel empowered and confident, that I'll take an empowered, confident action. Now this is unrelated to online marketing in some respects, but this concept of confidence. The last week I was I'm in Toastmasters. You probably can't tell that from my uhs and ums, but I am. And this time of year is the International Speech Contest time of year. I like to participate in the contest because I have a bit of a competitive nature. I don't necessarily like to do all of the rehearsing and prep work required. There was a club contest, which is where the contest starts, and I had two opponents, and I decided to talk about how I had quit smoking and how I was able to make that a reality after spending years and years of not being able to smoke. I'm saying this for a reason because it goes back to confidence. Well, I was the third speaker of three speakers. And the first woman got up and spoke, and she knocked it out of the park. And I, at this point, am thinking, why did I even bother to show up today? Because I didn't really write a speech. I knew what I wanted to talk about, and I had life experience in it, and I feel good about it. And I'm thinking, why did I do this? So then the next person gets up and speaks. And this is a 5 to 7 minute speech, and it's called the International Speech Contest, but it's supposed to be inspirational in nature, or inspirational speeches generally go better. And this guy delivers a second knockout. So we've got 2 home runs, and then I'm going to get up there. And I'm thinking, why am I here? But actually what happened was, because the 2 previous speakers were so good, I had nothing to lose, so I went up there with just supreme confidence. I got up, and I was normally I'll have a drop in my energy level when I'm speaking, but I just decided to go for it and just be energetic and confident, and because I knew the topic, and I wasn't worried about whether I was going to lose or win. That confidence, and I finished, and I still felt like the other 2 gave better speeches, but in the end, I'm moving on to the next level. So I won the contest, and I think it was my confidence,
wow,
that let me relax, and it was a story from the heart, and it wasn't some contrived. The first speaker was a good speech, but it was a contrived speech. It was a contrived situation about overcoming an obstacle. Whereas I overcame an obstacle that was dear and dear to me. And today it's not as big. It's not as many people. More people are non-smokers and have never smoked, I think, than back when I was a smoker, where it seemed like every half the population smoked or more, 70%. Anyway. You can make money tonight. You can. And in fact, if you take action tonight and you find a PLR or find it's like you don't have to. So we've talked about going to ClickBank and looking for products that are selling and then modeling them. So you go to ClickBank and you find out that you see that the Venus weight loss product is doing well, and you say, oh, I want to do something weight loss. You don't have to go out there and physically create a product yourself from scratch. You can do a search for private label rights weight loss system, private label rights weight loss book, PLR weight loss. Find some private label rights. This is where we've talked about doing things for free or doing things for a little bit of money. With PLR, you're going to spend a little money, but you're saving time, and it's enabling you to start taking action. And so you can take that and basically by doing that, regardless of whether you get $1 in your PayPal account in the next 24 hours, if that dollar doesn't come for a week, you actually started earning that dollar tonight by taking action. That's why, I don't know if you've ever seen, start losing weight today. Send for $9.95, and it takes a week for the thing to get to your house. And how can they say you start losing weight now? Immediately, because your brain has started to change. You've started to think about being productive and making money. You've started thinking whatever it is whatever you're trying to change, that's where you're getting to. Well, like I said, I'm in Toastmasters, and one of the things that Toastmasters always tells you is never to apologize for the speech that you gave. I do, however, feel like I wasn't as prepared as I would have liked to have been. I'm going to make a commitment to, in future, to have a little more step by step by step, and that's a commitment not only to the audience but to my friend Roy. And with that, I'm turning it back over to you, Roy.
Hey, thank you so much, John, for doing that. Have you ever gone to an international?
I have not. But
amazing. They had one in Anaheim, California, one time, and I went down there. Dropped my family off at Disneyland, and I attended, and it was, the speakers are just incredible. I mean, when they get to that point where they actually go to international, they are the best of the best of the best. And I bought the video of the top 3 or 4 speakers, and I don't know if I loaned that out or, but I think it's in VHS format. So I don't know if we have VHS anymore. So I have it. I don't know if I could loan it to you or not. You might find a, go to the Smithsonian and find a VHS player somewhere maybe, and you might be able to see, get something. So anyway, I hope what we're talking about is helping you. Next week I may have a super special guest. I'm going to be in Mesa, Arizona, and there's a couple of individuals down there that I could interview while I'm down there. And so if I can get one of them freed up, then the next week you'll have a super somebody who is making millions and millions of dollars. Okay, that would be kind of cool, huh? And having them tell you how they did it, and how you can do it too. We're only telling you how to make thousands of dollars. These people can tell you how to make millions of dollars. Okay, so a lot of the like I was talking about, Todd Falcone, he moved down there. A lot of people, they want to, as they're making money, they want to get someplace warm, and so Mesa, Scottsdale, all the areas around Phoenix, there's a huge group, and actually now that I think of it, I know several people who are down there, and so I might be able to get them on an interview. So be tune in next week, and you might really learn some good stuff. And we're going to continue working every week. We're going to take you step by step by step, and things you can be doing, and the things you need to be doing to be successful. And if you stick with us over these 12 to 15 weeks, whatever it's going to be, and this is stuff that people are charging hundreds and thousands of dollars for training, and we're giving it away free. And if you want personal coaching, or if you want, we can be available for that. So, and we'll work out some kind of it depends on what you need and what kind of help you want. And if you just need something quick, if there's anything, if you just have a stumbling block, we'll take care of that. No, we're not out here to make money, but our time is worth a lot of money. and so we can't sit down with somebody for several hours and say, okay, and we can't just do that for free. It's just not, it there's just, it gets to the point where, we can help, but after a point, then, we would have to charge. So, but if you just have a question or a stumbling block, don't be afraid to contact us and just, let us know. It's like, I just can't seem to get over this hump. It's like, okay, here, this is how you can do that. I don't know how much free advice I've given just over Facebook and over the internet and stuff like that. So we're at our hour. Tune in next week. Remember, it's 5 o'clock, and you can get the replays. All the replays are available within a few hours on YouTube. But if you go back to your link, I think in the webinar jam, I think it'll get you a replay also, and that's good for like 48 hours, and then you'll have to go to YouTube. So all this stuff is available out there, and we're available. So let us help you. And we're really happy to have so many people, that are starting to really tune into us, and we'd love to hear back. If you do some of these things, we'd love to hear back and how you're doing. We'd love testimonials. I mean, we're doing this for free, but hey, we wouldn't mind a testimonial. So make us a little testimonial. Write something, a little blurb or a video or something, and just hey, it's like, hey, you guys are really giving some good stuff. And that way we can, and then go out and tell your friends. Like I said, you need a mastermind. You shouldn't be working alone. Go out and find somebody that has the opposite skill set you have, and that's you got to have the creator and the guy, the idea guy, and you got to have somebody that's going to be a follow through guy. Every creator has to have follow through people. So so if there's no more questions, we're going to let you go. Okay. Good night, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.